Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is September 1st. I am so excited. I know that a lot of you are as well. Autumn is my favorite time of year, and this signifies that we are 3 weeks away from the autumn equinox. We should be getting cooler weather, I hope, and that we are going to have everything pumpkin spice, right? So a couple of announcements. First off, at WhimsyCon is the steampunk convention that I do readings at every year, and I do presentations. This year, they have me scheduled for Saturday. It's the 25th, and I'm going to be presenting. I'm the only one. They wanted me to present by myself, 12 to 12:50, and I am presenting on ancient and ocean goddesses for creativity and writing any steampunk stories about the ocean and things like that. So I'm really excited to be able to do that and doing something different. I usually do the Victorian occult, and so I'm excited to start bringing in my different goddess research that I have been working on for a few years. So that is at WhimsyCon, and that's an event on my Andarta page if you wanted to look at that. And the Ghost Walk, that's October 2nd. It's Saturday, October 2nd. I'm doing this with Prism, the paranormal investigation group. And the deadline for the cheapest prices is September 15th. So we have 14 more days for people to sign up for those cheap prices. And the Cheeseman Park is, you can just pick the last event, which is at Cheeseman Park, which is outside if you're concerned about COVID. And that's going to be myself and different members of the Prism investigation group, that they're going to bring all of their different investigation gadgets and things like that. I'm going to talk about how to sense the different spirits at Cheeseman Park. And so I hope that you contact me as soon as possible to register so that you get your name on there. Just clicking that you're going on the event page does not make you actually going. You actually have to register for that event, okay? And if you want the cheapest price, you need to do it before September 15th, okay? All right, so for this past week, we started with Thursday on the 26th. This was the Chariot inverted, and this represents travel and movement problems, even vehicle issues, and maybe canceled trips. And I don't know if any of you have been having to deal with this a lot lately. I've just been hearing a lot of people having to cancel trips, sometimes for COVID, sometimes for other reasons. And also just, this is the time to just check on your car to make sure that everything is working okay. It's been interesting just driving anywhere, and everywhere I go, people next to me, their cars are stalling and things like that. So I think it's just, we just really need to make sure to maintain our vehicles. Friday, the 27th, this is the Nine of Swords, and this card represents depression, nightmares, and feeling trapped. And this was definitely a mental health day for all of us, that we needed to make sure to take care of ourselves, give ourselves some, any type of comforts that we really needed. If you really need to see a therapist for your depression, if it's not just like a seasonal thing, or even if it is a seasonal thing, you might want to talk to your doctor or a therapist about your depression. Then Saturday was the Four of Wands inverted, and this was sort of like a catch-22. It's great for you and not great for dealing with everybody else, because this is a personal win, inner harmony within yourself, but there were conflicts with other people. So Saturday was definitely the day to just keep to yourself if you were able to do so. And then Sunday was the full moon in Leo. And this card represents just watching your ego and your pride, and that we do need to have a healthy self-esteem. And this is always a tricky thing that I talk to a lot of my clients about, as far as, self-esteem and the lack thereof, or too much, that we need to have that nice balance between just personal pride within yourself and putting yourself above everybody else and not caring what other people think, as far as not caring if you're hurting other people's feelings. And then on Monday, it was the Hanged Man. And this represents a pause or waiting to make a decision or an action. It is calling for new perspectives on what it is that's going on in your life. And this could be small things, it could be big, major decisions, whatever it is. But this definitely was a call for all of us to just wait, just breathe, just wait a second. Let's just figure it out. Okay. And it was interesting that followed by the Hanged Man, then we had the Priestess of Inspiration, which she represents a spark of creativity and insight and new insights on challenges, which maybe you just needed to have that day to ponder things a little bit more in order to get to this creative spark. And this could be in many different forms. And I'm actually going to be talking about creativity in my video to my patrons. And then the card for today is the Page of Swords inverted. This is new sights, or this is a young person who gossips or lies about whatever it is that's going on, and just to make themselves look more important or better. And this was definitely a day to not be talking about your personal life if you don't want it talked about with everybody. So this young person, this youthful energy, it was just very careless and just not telling the truth on the matter of a lot of different things. So the end of last week was pretty rough, but then we sort of have this shift of looking within ourselves and having that inner harmony, really watching our ego, but just having that self-esteem, pausing, reflection, inspiration. And then you may needed to have that pause in order to recognize this person that is maybe not telling the truth, or that they are just a gossip in some way, that they can't keep any secrets or anybody's personal information to themselves. And so I see this as a lot of this is like directing us towards our own creativity in many ways, especially with the Priestess of Inspiration, that, looking within and having that harmony and having this pride, this courage to express ourselves in many different ways. We have more positive, creative expressions of ourselves. And the Page of Swords, just not just creative, but just outward lying or just talking about other people's information. So what I'm going to be doing next in my video for my patrons is talking about autumn creativity and energy. And so I definitely want everybody to get part of this, because I'm going to have everybody interacting with this video coming up. So if you have not signed up for my Patreon page, you can just go to patreon.com/Andarta, and or just go to any of my daily draws and click on that, and that'll take you to there. And just sign up there. You can just get to the $5 level, the first level, so that you can start getting my newsletters and my weekly videos that I make just for my patrons. I do very focused meditations or discussions about the energies of this past week and what we can do with them. So like I said, I hope to see everybody at WhimsyCon, and also make sure to sign up for the Ghost Walk as soon as possible to register for that. And I will see you all next week. All right, bye-bye.